Hello and welcome to day 26 of Quiltmas. I'm really glad you're here. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. The countdown box is over, so I'm a little lost in the reformatting, but I'll figure it out. Right now, let's just get on with the show. Let's talk about holiday gift making. Now be honest, how many of you are still working on your holiday gifts? Have you ever wrapped up quilt blocks instead of a finished quilt? More importantly, how many of you get everything finished by paying the price of fast food, late nights, and stress? Any of these things sound familiar? I know they do because I have been there. You know, I told Casey the video topic for today and he was confused. Honey, Christmas is over. I laughed and I said, yeah, this year. You see, I'm a planner. I plan things. It's what I do. So today, I want to share with you my 8 rules for holiday gift making so that we can make the things we want to give and actually enjoy the holidays. Rule number 1, don't do it. Right. No, I'm completely serious. Don't make holiday gifts. Take the stress off completely and just don't do it. Now, I'm not saying don't make things for the people that you care about, but maybe just let it be what my mom used to teasingly call an I thunk of you gift. Release yourself from the contrived, commercial, social construct of the holidays and all that that entails. Boy, that's a topic for a different video, huh? Maybe a different channel, but I digress. My rule number 1 is don't do it. Opt out completely and let yourself off the hook. Now I realize that's not everybody's thing, and if it's not your thing and you really enjoy making things for the holidays and marking the season, then here's what you do now. Like now, before the new year now. Rule number 2, make your list. People to which you want to give handmade gifts, and don't forget those incidental gifts, teachers, bus drivers, office mates, the office swap party, the guild swap. Be as thorough as you can and think deep. Rule number 3, look at that list you just made. Is it insane? Is it reasonable? It's probably longer than you expected though. Rule number 3 is edit your list. Take time to reconsider if everyone at your 30-person Thanksgiving dinner needs a handmade placemat, or do all 43 of your preschoolers' classmates need a handmade pillowcase from you? Your list probably isn't that extreme, but you catch my drift, right? Edit the list to those for which you truly want to make something special. Not everyone to whom you think you should make something. Now we get to rule number 4. Rule number 4, make a rough plan. And this involves, you guessed it, another list. List number 2. Make a list of things you love to make, or the things that make you smile when you think of them. The patterns you're already excited about, or those ideas that have been floating around in the back of your mind, just waiting for their chance. Write it all down or type it all out. Be ambitious. This is about generating ideas and excitement, and it's your place to start or refer back to when you feel stuck or your sojo is low. This list can and should include things that you are already planning to make, or maybe those UFOs that you're planning to finish this year. Are there sew-alongs you're participating in, or block of the month programs? Are you doing the cotton cut puzzle mystery quilt? Maybe those go on this list as well. The point of list number 2 is to generate ideas and eventually think about and pair up items from list number 2 with people on list number 1. That way you streamline the things you already want to make and you're already enjoying, or programs you're participating in with people on your list. The 2 birds, 1 stone principle. All right, now rule number 5 is where we get technical. Rule number 5 is one of my favorite subjects, and it's consider your time and your calendar. Right now, it's easy to think, oh, I've got a year to make things. I've got plenty of time. I'll make one thing every month. But that's not really true, is it? I mean, yes, Christmas 2024 is a year away. Actually a year because it's a leap year in 2024. But you already know there are regular busy seasons of your life. Do you vacation every year for a couple of weeks? Are you especially busy during end of the year at your job and you know that September is going to be madness at work, leaving you tired and creatively spent? Do you or your kids, grandkids play sports or dance or have practice schedules that keep you away from home and your sewing machine? Think about the things that you already know are going to interrupt your creative energy and productivity. And think about the things that might boost your creative energy and productivity. Like, do you have regular sewing days with your guild or quilting buddies? Do you have a retreat planned? Do you know you have a staycation planned and you get to sew for an entire week? Also, consider the time it takes to have things scheduled at the long arm quilter and shipping, if those are relevant to you. Now, like I said, I'm a planner and I plan things, but you don't have to be a planner and mark things out or schedule them or obsess over your planner and calendar like I do. I just want you to think about your time and these things that you already have a feel for so you can be aware of what your time actually looks like. This is the key to keeping my cool. And both I and my family wish I were more diligent in this area. Now, rule number 6 is budget. You've got your list, you're thinking about time, now let's think about money. Specifically about money and time. Do you do everything yourself? Do you send things out to be quilted? If you do send things out, how does your budget look for having those 12 quilts for all of your cousins quilted? And do you need yardage or backing and batting for each of them? It's probably all manageable, but it does require a bit of planning or even some rethinking and maybe more editing of those lists. These are the things we can prepare for now. Of course, there are things that we cannot prepare for, and that leads to rule number 7. And rule number 7 is be flexible. Let's face it, life happens. It throws curveballs and sliders and bumps in the road, some good, some not so good, some big, some little, from illness to unexpected opportunities, new babies, new jobs or commitments. Whatever the change is, we have to be willing to be flexible and reevaluate our situation, from recipient list to items made, time and budget. Flexibility is what will keep you from killing yourself to make it all happen. Maybe it's not even a curveball in your life that's affecting you. Maybe your favorite long armer just had a baby and is unavailable and you have to pivot because of changes in their world. Whatever it is, leave room for change and serendipity. And often this is more of a mindset than an actionable item. And finally, rule number 8, if it all feels too much or life is just happening too intensely, refer to rule number 1. Because in the world of making and creativity, regardless of what anyone says, there really are no rules telling you what to do. So there you have it. My 8 rules for holiday gift making. Thanks for hanging out with me on Quiltmas Day 26. Oh, it does feel weird to skip the box part. Anyway, I hope these rules are helpful to you, give you permission to opt out, or allow you to think about holiday making a little bit differently so that you can have the holiday making experience of your choosing. Me, anymore, with few exceptions, I am a fairly staunch advocate of rule number 1. It's the only thing that keeps the peace in my mind and in my household. Don't forget to enter on the 1224 video, linked here and there. Oh, and be aware, guys, the scammers are out in force right now. I will not contact anyone about anything regarding the giveaway. If you are contacted, please delete it and block those scammers. Let me know in the comments if you are a holiday maker of all the things or if you're a rule number 1 fan. like me? I'd love to know. And hey, if you're feeling brave, let me know if you finished all of your holiday making in time this year. While you're there, click those buttons, like, subscribe, share. I appreciate it, and it really does make a difference, guys. So whether you're the queen of holiday handmade or it's Starbucks gift cards all around, I hope you never forget that you make the world more beautiful just by being in it. I'm Amy, and I'll see you next time.